So our next show match is between Babo and Dragon.
Babo and sorry?
Dragon. It's
Dragon.
the
Oh,
match that you wanted to actually watch. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, this will be really fun.
Fighting Spirit.
Dragon, both as well are qualifier for BSL, so this will be a really interesting match to watch. Dragon is pretty well known for his timing attacks and aggressive style in PvC, and Babo is really known for being an extraordinarily good 2v2 player. And on one-on-one, he's really good as well. He hit 2300 on ladder for BSL. And he got second in the RCG qualifiers. And he got himself a spot for RCG as well. So, really good player from Chile. So, Babo is really well known for his micro. He has really good micro. One of the best I've seen with Mutalis and Sterling. So this will be an interesting match because both players are very aggressive, and so I like aggressive players. Like today, did you watch BSL today, Ox?
It was Gorinich and I forgot the other names. It's actually my first time following BSL closely because Fuji alerted me about it.
It was Gornich and Kryok,
Right.
but today Gosu Dark played, and I said
And
I there were lots of things said about Ghost of Dark, and I said to my buddies, to my friends, that Ghost of Dark is always a fun player to watch because he's very aggressive.
right, I think you've talked about it a few times,
So
right?
so you don't know what he's going to come around with. So
Really?
yeah, you maybe he
Right.
plays standard, maybe he does a 2 base all in.
Oh, so he does.
Maybe he does a proxy robo. I don't know. And it's all like micro oriented. It's all about
Early
hitting and
game
diving.
aggression.
Yeah. So players like that are always fun to watch because you don't have to wait like 20 minutes to get any action. And
That's what I think. Yeah.
so I think it's the same case with these two, with Dragon, PVC, and with Babo. They're both really fun to watch. So I'm expecting interesting games. So from this point, sorry, we're watching like very standard build orders. None of them went in aggressive style mode, at least for now. Babo opened pool first and did an extractor and then throw the third hatch. See of at 6 o'clock. And Dragon himself opened with a Forge expand. So, yep, maybe both of them are doing their thing. Dragon is scouting with its probe, trying to spot if there is going to be a 974 build order from Babo. But Babo shows him that he's going to do a fast lair. So, yeah, from this part of the game, they are both playing it very safe. So one thing that Dragon likes to do is to go with timing attacks without the Stargate. He do it really good. But
Hmm.
since he's facing Babo, I think he will go for an early target just in case. Because if you go against a player who is known or famous for his muta micro, I think it's kind of mandatory you do anti-air, right? If not, you will have a very bad time. So it's almost 5 minutes in the game, and Dragon haven't lost his scouting probe. So this should be annoying for Babo. Okay, as I said that the probe has died. The
Hmm.
spire is going up, and maybe we'll see it to hatch added soon enough. A Corsair is on the way, as well as the Citadel, and the hatch are going down, as I mentioned before. And we have to see, yeah, one hatch, and we need one more, and an evolution chamber, and an hydraulic then to complete the trick. So +1 attack for Corsairs, which is very nice.
All at the natural. Hmm.
Yeah,
Is it normal to build a spire and Hydralisk Den at the natural?
yeah. I would have done it in the because you need some sort of Sim City to protect the third hatchery. It's okay to do. You have to wall your expansion and Zerg to avoid any sellout run bys. So now Dragon is doing harass with his coursers. He has already 3 on the way, a 4th building up, and speed sellouts on his way as well. Babo is throwing a bunch of sunkens. He's doing speed overlord, hydraulic speed, and he's not doing any mutalisk. So
You think Dragon should have harassed with his Zealots for some Zerglings?
maybe he has only 6 salads, and hydraulics are on their way. So I don't
Right
know.
now, it's too late. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he will have a decent amount of salads to do
His
any
speed is
damage.
finishing up right now. But I
Yeah,
guess earlier on, he could have even faked moving out and
yeah,
forced Zerglings or something.
yeah. I know.
Otherwise, that would just droning
Babo
out.
taking the thing that he lost a couple of overlords. I think Babo is in a very comfortable position because he can hold this ramp fairly easily. Uh, he has a sunken, he has hydras. Zealots are +1, but he has 4 coursers.
Ooh.
3 now. There was a band micro, so as a Protoss, you need to have at least 5 coursers to one-shot a Scourge.
A little
So
worried for Dragon. He doesn't have any Templars coming out, and Babo can make a lot of Hydralisks.
yeah, so Dragon has to be very careful what he does with his zealots.
He's just researching Storm now and making his first Templars.
Yeah, so you always have to attack zealots with the coursers just to uh, just to avoid your coursers being hit by the hydralisk. And you can kill at the same time you can kill a bunch of overlords and make the Zerg waste minerals and time, even getting him supply blocked. So it's a good strategy.
When I've
So
seen it really effective, it's early on before Zerg is set up like this, and it throws off a lot of Zergs. The Corsair Zealot rush with DTs. But right now, Babo is all set up and ready to counter it.
yeah, so Babo is sitting behind his wall. So I honestly, oh,
Ooh.
I honestly don't think that the dragon will kill or make any damage to him without the High Templar and Storm. And Dragon also lost another Corsair. So we see now Babo is transitioning to Mutalisk. So this is really, really, really good. I like
What
this
do you do with Protoss right now? Do you feel defensive, like you got to defend against a bunch of Hydralisks? Do you try to expand and secure it? Do you try to macro and try to, take
Well,
out an
the thing
expansion?
about the build order that Dragon is doing is that he invests so much gas in Corsairs. He doesn't have enough gas to make Storm and Dragoons. So he's relying on his Corsairs to do damage, to kill Overlords, and then to defend him from, for example, Mutalisk. If Dragon were to lose these Corsairs, he will just be like helpless versus Babo's air attacks. Because without a third Nexus, Dragon will not be able to pump enough Dragoons to defend. So here we see why is Babo really trying to target these Corsairs. And rebuilding this will be very difficult for Dragon. Now, what Babo needs to do is to really trade these Mutalists for the High Templars. Here we see a really good defense by Dragon, but keep in mind every unit that will be lost in a near future, maybe it won't be able to be replaced. If Dragon loses a High Templar, uh, I don't know if he will be able to build it back again, because he has to make Observers, Dragoons, High Templars. He made like 6 Corsairs and +1, so he needs to have a third Nexus ASAP. So Babo is just moving around with his Mutas, killing Corsairs and trying to snipe High Templars just to A-move with his Hydralisk army.
Have these Corsairs paid off, you think?
Uh, Not so much, because he lost too many Corsairs in a silly way. So now Dragon is killing 3 o'clock, but there's only 2 High Templars remain. So he has about 3 or 4 storms. So if Babo gets to kill 1 more High Templar or 2, it's game over. He can just A-move and kill the Protoss. But he needs to be really careful.
If I
In
was Dragon, I would have canceled that Nexus at 12 o'clock, but he has much better intuition than me, so he's able to save it.
Well, we see that Babo already has a hive, so he's really preparing for a timing attack with a lot of units. So maybe now all he's doing, he's macroing behind it, and he's trying to micro and using his mutas in his best capability. But
He's making a lot of greed.
yeah, but he has really his mutas are very damaged. He only has 7. That number is enough to kill a High Templar, but there are a lot of Dragoons near the High Templar, so I don't really think that the Bubble will be able to do much more damage with the units. So we see a lot of Lurkers being morphed. Babo needs another expansion ASAP. And I think this game will just rely on how these armies fight each other. Babo has a really interesting army, but he didn't throw another expansion. So I think if the game goes by like this, Dragon has the upper hand. He can destroy all Babo's hatchery. He just needs to control the map. So Babo needs to cancel this hatchery or he will lose it. So 5 courses are kill all the mutas, but Babo did a counter attack. Maybe this could work because there was only one Templar to defend. So I'm wondering.
Where's his observer?
Yeah, that he has
Oh,
to.
yeah.
There are lots of lurkers in a very good position. So maybe.
Took out his natural.
Yeah. And he's hitting his.
Ouch. Those lurkers are really well placed. Almost like perfect
Yeah.
distance so that two aren't stormed at the same time.
Yeah, but the dragon is sending his dragoons.
I like how you make DTs at home to take care of those few units. I don't know. I want to say it tipped in Zerg's favor.
I think it's more favored to dragon.
You're probably
But
right.
Babo killed the upper right expansion with Serling, so it's in an okay spot right now. It's crucial for Babo to defend 3 o'clock. If not, I think he will be dead. His economy will be really bad in no time.
You know, I said Zerg had the advantage because it's Protoss. I mean, if you try to attack one of Zerg's expansions, you just get hit and you're going to lose your only mining base, I guess.
Well,
Or your
yes.
main. He can't really go anywhere.
Yeah, so Babo is doing a wise thing that is to make a lot of sunken in 3 o'clock. So even though he will lose 9 o'clock, I think Dragon doesn't have a good economy right now. Oh, so Babo is doing a great job just counter-attacking the Protoss and killing gates.
Few DTs in the center.
Yeah.
Taking out whatnot.
I think Babo isn't watching. But nevertheless, Dragon has only 3 gates left. A 4th being rebuilt, but only 3 gates versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hatchery from the Surge. So macro-wise, yeah. Even though these DTs are heroes, maybe Babo now has a really good advantage over Dragon. Storm, you need to storm. Oh, okay. So again, a lot of units were killed, but he didn't throw a storm in time. So those DDs had like 20 kills, 8 kills, 12 kills. So they
TTs are taking out the hatchery
yeah.
at
So
7
they have
o'clock, 6:30.
yeah, but that Babo is pretty okay because of 3 o'clock.
He's supply blocked. Corsair's taking out his OVs at 3.
So maybe if I were Dragon, I will keep on.
It's kind of close, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of close. As I said before, I told you this is going to be an interesting match. They're both really aggressive players. Dragon, as a Protoss player, he don't play PvP. He plays Zerg versus Protoss, so he knows how a Zerg feels in this particular scenario. So I think he kind of knows what to do. So here
And
comes one more attack.
he's aggressive, man.
Yep. He's doing a great job separating
Dodging
his.
the storm.
Yeah.
Wow, he was gonna lose those Templars.
Lot of Templars.
Dragon, I don't think has the economy to put up a fight.
Well, Babo's doing a great job microing correctly the units. And now he will kill the gateways are left. And more important, a dragon cannot connect his army because there are lockers in the way. So I think Dragon is in a very bad spot. Oh, no storm? Yeah, no storm. Okay, so I think this is GG.
Yep.
Interesting game.
Yeah,
I must say, this was a really interesting game.
he had some units on the bottom left there, but
He
too
can,
late now to
yeah.
bring him up.
That Babo did a great job interrupting those. Oh, probes.
Got all the probes, did you see that?
Yeah,
And that
that
pretty
hurt.
much ended it.
What a game! What a game!
Yeah, that was, man. Maybe you should be our show matchmaker.
What a game!
Got Sexy Pato, observing and casting. Game 2 of Babo versus Dragon. I invited both of them to cast, and
Babo.
let Babo know that he could cast in, I want to say Spanish.
Yeah, but I never heard of Babo
And Dragon.
casting.
He logged on once and he said hello. And then I think he disappeared. But I think it's cool to try to get them, hop on, say a few words, leave. So
Oh,
I'll keep trying.
I think they will explain their strategy better than anyone, right? So
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them want to talk.
yeah, they just want to play.
Babo asked me if there was a game going on once, and I was really confused. I was like, show match? He was like, any game. I was like, do you know who you're talking to? Like, what kind of game can I offer you, buddy? Me and 5 computers versus you?
Well, he's always grinding for
He
2v2
seems like a nice
matches.
guy.
Yeah, he's always grinding, looking for games. So
The
when I,
top tier players today, the one thing I've noticed different from like back in the day, they're kind of less elitist in the sense where they just like hang out with certain people. Like I feel like players today are much more open and connected with other people.
well, it's
Like
the war right now,
back in
right?
the game, you remember Liquid and GG,
Ah,
and
yeah.
I felt when I was playing with them, it was rare for me. It was like a little circle that like you would be allowed into
Well,
for
yeah.
maybe 1 day, two
For
day,
me,
and then you're gone.
well, yeah. I got for me as a player, it was really when I started winning tournaments. It was the most important thing that I felt. It was that a door was open where I could play with the best players in the world from each country. Because
Mm.
I don't know, I won a WCG, and now because I met some of these players in a tournament, they just wanted to play with me. If I
What year was
was
it? 51?
2004,
Yeah, I was following
so
then. What name did you use?
Pato, Soul Pato, like SOL, Sons of Lois. It was a Italian team,
That's cool.
or DNC Pato,
I like how old school players are using
or
their same names, right?
or LG Pato. I don't know. Either
Well,
of
a door wasn't open for you to be a total jerk to some people, right? Like I'm better than you. You can't observe my games. I mean, some players, the really good ones, were kind of like that.
well, you can.
N2T,
Well, don't be
Slayer sometimes.
don't be
LT
mistaken.
was a nice guy. Xeoscur was kind of nice.
Don't be
Uh,
mistaken. There are all kind of people as well. When you're good,
Today, that's still happening, right?
even now today, I sometimes I'm not in competitive mode, and sometimes in my stream, for example, today I get in my stream a comment where a random Peruvian guy said to me that you are trash. I will bash you along with Sabbath, and I just read that. I said, first of all, who are you?
Right. It's just
So
random person.
yeah, it's a random person just trash talking,
And if it's
and
not a random person, they're being cowardly by not playing
yeah,
or
but
commenting on their real
yeah,
name.
but I don't really care.
And we're too old for that stuff, man.
But when you're good, or when you win things, people want to play
Yeah,
you, and if they take one game from you, they will start like publishing on local forums. Oh, Pato is trash. I beat him with one hand, and I'm much better than him, and blah blah blah. And it will be, and if I would train 5 hours a day, I will certainly be the best. So as a competitive player, you don't want to play
that
openly
stuff's weird now, man. Because
because
we're old.
because if
We're not.
if if you play a guy and you lose, it will be really annoying, and you can lose a game. Everyone loses a game or
I
two,
can't see Bonnet, DeVault, True Touch, Dandy, Siggy. I can't see them doing that kind of stuff. One, because of their age, and two, maybe because of their personalities. But back in the day, yeah,
but I'm not
that was
talking. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about random people. If you are
right.
nice,
Yeah.
if you are nice and you play, there's always a guy who say, "Oh, I beat him with one hand," and we start trash talking you
Shout
with
out to
no.
Carlito Top.
They trash talk me, and no one cares about me. Imagine a good player.
Right. That's
So that's really annoying. Either you learn to ignore, or
maybe less than Brood War than other games now because they're populated by a lot more
yeah,
teenagers and younger
yeah.
people.
But if you play a game
Maybe
with,
North Americans are more BM than people
I
from
don't,
other parts of the world, but
no,
I might be wrong about that. Jengi
no,
sometimes says South America has
yeah,
BM people, Europe has BM
lots,
people.
lots. So if you're playing a
Shitty
competitive
people are
game,
everywhere.
yeah, if you play a competitive game, you know that you're going to get trash talk. It's a very toxic community. You have both. You have really nice guys and guys that you love to share with, and you have really people that you don't get, that you think they really had. I jumped to the conclusion that they weren't hugged in their childhood, and they just have a Facebook account and they just trust talk.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's it's life experiences, yeah, and maybe not going through certain things. But I'll say for me, being introduced to Discord communities and getting to know all you guys and all the lovely events, organizations, and things you do, it seems like a really nice, community feeling that makes you want to come back and be a part of it instead of the lonely experience of logging onto BattleNet, right, and just like playing some public games or whatever, logging out. Um,
Oh, you play Sagra because of the people. You don't
it's
do it
quite
by
nice.
yourself. So if you
I don't
don't,
know when this Discord stuff started, but it's I think a really positive thing for
it's a way to bring
game
in.
community.
In my times, we instead of Discord, we use local forums like Team Liquid, or
Right.
there was a forum in Argentina that was called 3D Games, and all players from Argentina posted late there. So there was an space for us to share, I don't know, information, replays, uh, commentating stuff. I don't know. If you are on your own, I don't think you will get
It's not as
motivation.
fun.
Yeah. So you need this kind of stuff. You need other people.
Sometimes I wish I can go into the public BattleNet channels, where you spawn, like
Yeah.
Brood War, EN, and like spam, Discords or stuff like that. But I think a lot of people, even if they knew about it, they probably wouldn't want to be, or they're just not sure what that's all about.
Well, I sometimes try to look for players from my country in different Discord servers, and I invite them to join.
Cool. Because they don't know about it, right?
Some usually they don't. They don't know that they have a
Right.
forum for your country. So
That's cool.
so they join happily, and I don't know. It's really good to to publicize um the game, right? To make it grow in some kind of way.
Shout out to Discord for joining us.
Discord,
Is this Discord?
Discord.
He has the worst and the best names ever because they confuse.
Thank you, Discord.
He's our IT guy, unwillingly.
Okay, so we see Dragon like doing a similar build order. Game one, trying to pop that magic number of coursers. Maybe he expects Babo to do the same thing, but I think Babo is massing hydraulics and not doing this Mutalic style. So I don't know if this will be good for Dragon. Okay, so that attack was killed really easily. So
I was
DT,
expecting the Dark Templar to do more work.
yeah, but he didn't kill a single unit, and Babo spotted it, so he will die. Yep. So now Dragon is in a terrible position because he lost all his army. He has lots of zealots, and Babo is macroing with a lot of hatcheries, and you will expect he will throw a hatchery in a nearby future. In the near future, sorry. So yeah, I don't know what Dragon can do. Maybe he can drop a few units, but macro-wise, Babo has the upper hand in this game. Until storms are ready, he has the magic number. He has 4 Templars gathering energy. Storm's research finished. We'll see a storm right now. Babo is microing. Yep. But I don't think this will be enough, to be honest. Oh, okay. So Babo did lose a lot here. Oh. But Dragon still isn't able to kill any Overlord with his Corsairs. Dragon is pumping full Salot and Archon, so he doesn't have any Dragoon. And we can see Babo has a decent amount of Hydralisk. He's already +1 attack, and he throws another expansion. So Dragon needs to throw another Nexus. I'm not sure if throwing a Nexus with no gas in is a very wise option, because he really needs the gas.
Right.
But let's see. He has to throw the best storms of his life to stop this army from the Zerg. So if you are a Protoss user and you're watching this, I don't know.
Kill yourself?
Yeah, I think I would recommend you to close your eyes and think of something pretty. So there is only one drone on Babo's main recollecting gas. So that's kind of bad. But Babo's hydraulics aren't spread. Now they are. So even though he killed this attack, Babo sent like 12 hydraulics to kill Dragon expansion. So I think this Nexus is dead, sadly, for Dragon. He won't be able to save it. And maybe he will take 1 Templar, yes. A Nexus and 1 Templar. What do you think of that?
I'm rooting for Protoss, man.
Yeah, I know. I love watching you suffer.
You know, this game wouldn't be what it is without Protoss, though.
Yeah,
At least give us that.
Yeah, of course, there are 3 races. If you kill one, it will be extremely boring.
Well, I think it also motivates Zergs.
If you take down the Protoss, it will be the movie Starship Trooper. Starship Trooper the game.
It's still better than Warcraft 2, where it's literally a clone of each unit and a reskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think StarCraft was more popular than the other RTSs, because they were also different. The races.
Oh, Templars.
I mean, I really liked CNC, like Tiberian Sun and Red Alert, but they had so many balancing issues that
right.
After they made the game, they just wouldn't fix it.
I always pick the Russians or the Germans or whatever, but
yeah.
And they had that
they also
electric
had
tree thing that was really strong.
the
Tesla or whatever.
yeah Tesla coil was it? It was really cool, but at least Blizzard went around and fixed their games with the patches. Westwood is just like, oh, game's out, we're done.
Okay.
Well, you know, this was a nice comeback by Dragon. Was this unexpected for you, Pato?
Yeah, kind of. But he got protosted. It's like a new verb. You got protosted.
Wow. That GG out of nowhere. I was
I
expecting.
like that verb. No disrespect to Pato. I'm
No,
just
you just got protosted.
the Protoss hate is it's probably the same. I think back in the day there was a lot of hate for it too. We're used to it. Discord is a Protoss user as well, I believe.
Protoss and Terran. Usually, like, whatever works.
Terran doesn't
Protoss
work.
works.
Terran doesn't work, it's proven. Unless you're
I
Flash.
mean, Protoss is so much microing.
Unless you're Flash.
It is interesting that there are fewer top foreign Terran players than the other races, but not that much, I guess, right? I don't think there are that many more Zerg
Yeah.
or Protoss.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Discord, did you want to join the game?
Nah, I'm doing a bit of work over here.
No problem.
Just watch.
Circuit breakers.
Okay, what do we have here? On the upper left, we have none other than our Chilean Protoss, the one and only Babo. And on the upper right, we have the Protoss NaS, Dragon NaS from the North American squad, gracing our stream.
Pretty warm welcome.
Yeah, I love them.
He's a Protoss user, though.
Yeah, but you know, you can get attached to handicapped people. It's like that. I love
That's
my
the way.
I love my I love my proto user. So okay, so we see Babo scouting in the right direction. You remember what I mentioned about the striker game where he played like a mind trick to Dandy and scouted in horizontal direction? Well, the right path, or the usual path at least, it will be to scout in the vertical spawns as Zerg. So Babo is doing an overpull, so I'm expecting an early aggression from him. And surprise, surprise, Dragon opens a pylon gateway. So he really was expecting Babo to open like a 12 hatchery. What will never happen, since Babo never opens a 12 hatchery. He's an aggressive user, so maybe any early type of aggression will be easily stopped by him. We'll see. We'll have to see. So, Ox, what do you expect of this match? Who do you think will win?
It would be a total guess because there's really nothing going on to indicate who's in the lead. For
Well,
me, at least, I don't have the knowledge.
it's
to be
1-1.
able to tell.
Take a gamble, man. You have to say a name.
I like Babo, and I like Dragon.
You cannot love everyone. I'm not asking if you like your mother or your father more, if you love them.
I mean, I could pick
Okay, you pick.
Who would you go with?
Mom, of course.
Babo, okay.
Oh, come on. We thought players in the game you were going to select.
That I couldn't do.
Okay, so we
Hmm.
have one for Babo. And Ox loves everyone, so he will not pick.
Babo's just got a baby. So I asked him if he's gonna have any more babies, and he's like, I don't know, man. It's really tough. And I was like, Are you an only child? He's like, No, I have brothers and sisters. I was like, That's good, right? He's like, Yeah. Nobody wants to be an only child. So I was
Yeah.
like, Yeah, make more babies, man.
Oh
They
no.
should see if Tween can go in and infest the baby. Make some more infested Terran.
I don't want to make those jokes with Babo, but I told him, hey, if you replace the O in your name and put a Y, it's baby.
Babo
Just
has a
telling him.
Babo has a child.
Yeah, he does have a baby. I forget if it's a girl or a
Oh,
boy, but he's a
I did,
young father.
I didn't know that.
Shout out to all the young fathers. Favorite Wiggly, You Suck, My Fleeting Dream. I think Dandy too,
Mm,
and probably several
I
more that I don't know
I
about.
know Dandy's married, but I don't know if he had kids.
So Babel looks like he's going to stop this, but it didn't look too bad for
No,
Protoss.
the Overlord, the Overlord. No, Babo.
Yes. Now it's bad for Babel.
Yeah, it's really bad. If he had an advantage, he lost it with that Overlord.
What are you gonna do?
Are you asking me or
You make
Babo?
fun of him. Just make fun of him. It'd be funny to see the reactions when that kind of stuff happens. Whether they like
Hit the table.
curse.
Hit the table. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I would probably say a curse in Spanish.
What would you say?
In Spanish,
Yeah,
la puta que me parió.
that sounds like a phrase. What is it?
Uh, literally, it's like
Weird if you're gonna say it literally,
yeah, it's weird.
because it doesn't translate well, right?
No, it's
Sounds like a
more
holy shit.
yeah, something like that. But it's more the horde that give me to birth, something like that. It's a normal curse here in Argentina.
Wash
So
your potty mouth.
every time I lost something like that, I will just curse.
Fucking Protoss, and you're not even playing Protoss.
Well, here we have a lot of Italian immigrancy, so we are like really passionate people. So we curse a lot.
It's fine.
We
As
have
long
a
as you're
lot
not.
of like gestures, well, like hand movements. You know, we curse a lot.
Yeah,
We talk loud. We laugh loud.
Italian
Yeah.
or a bit like that.
So it's pretty common. Maybe some people will get scared. Here is it's quite normal. You wouldn't want to watch a soccer match in Argentina.
Imagine it'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, if you know how to behave. Yeah. For example,
Yeah, and not die, right?
you cannot wear, for example, a football soccer jersey in some neighborhoods because they will literally break your head.
Oh my God.
So that's not fun.
No.
So it was once. This is no joke. There was a guy went like jogging in a opposite team's neighborhood with his soccer T-shirt jersey, and he had to have like the police to escort him because he was going to get like killed by random people
Jesus.
because he couldn't jog in that neighborhood with a football t-shirt. So go figure.
My luck, I'd be a tourist and I accidentally wear the wrong colors and go into a neighborhood like, oh wow, it's so beautiful here, and then
Well,
die
yeah,
basically.
well, yeah. Maybe if it is obvious that you are a tourist, I think maybe they will not kill you. But it all depends if they will ask or not. If,
My incentive to travel would probably not be so much the football, but the food. I've watched so many cooking shows, and Argentina. Every time there's an episode on it, the food looks delicious.
yeah,
And,
yeah, the food.
I don't eat meat that often, but if I was there,
You have to have a barbecue here.
yeah, it seems like people know how to have fun and drink and eat and
Oh yeah. Well,
dance and sing. And
here you won't be able to go to sleep before 4 or 5 a.m.
I'm fine with that.
So people usually younger people who goes like dancing or to a club or to have drinks, they do it very late, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Is that still happening now with COVID and everything?
No, we are on
A little bit
quarantine.
less.
We are still on quarantine. It's going to be almost six months that we can't go out.
I mean, so is the U.S. over here. Like,
Yeah,
oof.
but I don't know, you have still things going on here in Argentina. You can't do anything, not even sports, not even nothing.
Interesting.
Just now they open some bars or some food establishment to eat in the outdoors.
I bet a lot of people are barbecuing at
Just
home though
just
there,
now.
right? And it must
No,
be nice. Just drinking and barbecuing.
you cannot go to your relative's house. You cannot go to
Are they? They must be monitoring that.
just now. Yeah, just now. This week, they allowed like people gathering no more than 6 people
Can they enforce that
in a.
though in Latin America and other places, South America,
Well,
Central?
people are now tired because we are
Yeah.
almost 6 months of quarantine, and people still dies and people still gets infected. So they actually don't care and they move out with because there aren't enough cops to control everything. So they say like fuck it and they go out. But well, it's difficult uh, because I don't know, it's not legal, right? So you have that people say no, you can go out, and people say I don't care. So
Right.
it's always getting in a fight.
And where are you in that debate? Breaking
Uh,
rules or playing StarCraft?
I haven't. I'm playing StarCraft. I haven't break the rules, but next month I will start training jiu-jitsu again. So fuck
Oh,
them
so
all.
that stopped for you as well.
Yeah,
That must have
yeah,
been tough.
yeah. I was going to compete in the Worlds uh,
That's
this
cool,
year.
man.
I was going to travel to Las Vegas because
Really?
the World Championship was going to be held there. So really, this COVID thing ruined my ear.
I mean, it's
So you're one.
ruined everyone's year. Like, I feel like the entire year is just gone.
Yeah, but well,
It's so weird.
Well,
it.
with Patso, you don't want to be an internet gangster because he will snap your neck.
I will do for
But
free.
he's too nice to be like.
No, I'm not. I
No,
want
he's
to
not.
kill. I want to kill.
Especially Protoss.
Yeah, it's the first
He
thing
has
that
friendly, so you meet him in person, and then he will snap your neck. He'll tell you to wear a certain color in an Argentina neighborhood, so he can find you, and a whole mob will kill you.
Okay, so This was a really interesting game.
That we didn't really cast.
Yeah,
So that is
2-1 for in favor of Dragon. Sorry.
unexpected so far, or these two
I
are
thought
pretty even.
I'm thinking it could go either way. So to be honest,
Yeah, when I ask people who they think will win BSL or whatever, I never get just one name for sure. This is it. I get different
but
names, but you know, same
well,
names appear in the top lists.
yeah, but you cannot
Revolt,
count
Bonnet,
you cannot count anyone out.
True Touch. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Nobody's that far ahead.
But you know the magnificent 7 or 8 that will be contesting for that first spot. So
Are they called the Magnificent Eight?
no, I just made it up.
I kind of like that.
But it
I
will be
was thinking in our Discord to create like a exclusive role for the top 10, but I don't want to cause problems between S rank players. Like somebody's like, why ain't I this or that? So I was like, no, that's fine.
someone will be ego will be hurt. Why I'm not considered one of
Right?
the best 8 players.
We don't have all of them, but there are some people who probably think they fit in the top 5 or whatever, top 7.
Well, top 3 of each race, I don't think many people could disagree. I believe, for example, Protoss. I don't think
Bonnet,
Bonnie
DeVault,
and Oya. I don't think many
and oh yeah,
people
that's what I've heard.
many people will disagree on that.
I didn't know Oya was. I'm pretty ignorant about the community, so that name's been popping up a lot, I guess, since BSL is starting, and it's cool to learn that.
But
Because speaking with him and getting him in show matches, I couldn't even tell. He's a really nice guy. Big shout out to Oya too. He works in a hospice, it's where they take care of terminally ill patients.
yeah, Oya is
So he deals with a high stress environment, but he seems like a really nice Swedish
no,
guy.
he's a really nice guy. He's
But Protoss user, right?
yeah, he's one of the few Protoss users that I really like and respect. The sauna does. So I really like him in how he plays and how he behaves. So respect for one of the Protoss kings.
Yeah, so that's Protoss, Zerg, True Touch,
To touch.
uh,
Gorinich, of course. Ion Zerg will be another one.
Eon Zerg. I didn't know Goryanch was.
Oh,
Then I need to get him into a show match. He's an S rank player, isn't he?
yeah.
He's on
Gorin-
our Discord. I haven't gotten him into a show match yet.
yeah, Gorinich is one of the top Zergs. Of course, Ion Zerg as well. He's proven Siki. So maybe.
Messaging him now.
Yeah, maybe Siki now is. Maybe Siki is has came back from inactivity and now he's roughly 2500 mmr 2400, so he's playing really good StarCraft. So yeah, if you have to make a top 3 top 5 Zerg, you know, those players will be in for sure. Then you have
And
really good
Taylor.
players like Crossy, like I'm talking about the Zergs, right? And I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. And as for Terrans, really, the only 2 Terrans that I like a lot are Terror, Dandy, and Koget. That I think they are the best Terrans right now.
Who's the third one?
Koget, the
I don't.
Polish.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
Koget is married. He's not
Need to
very
find him.
active, but he always proves to be a very good player overall.
Yeah, it's interesting speaking to some players like Gorinic. He was telling me he's inactive when I try to ask him to play Showmatch in August. And Bonnet seems not to be very active either. But somehow these guys are at the top level. So
Well, Gorinic, I know him back in the day. He's a very old school gamer.
yeah,
We were in the same team, actually.
I think I remember that.
On S2.
European player, right?
He's Russian.
Yeah, I think I
Well,
remember
we
that.
were on the Shock Squadron. That it's S2.
That's when Monodragon and them were playing. And,
What? Sorry.
some of the other Monodragon
No,
and some
Mondragon is
other...
TOT. Tot.
Same
TOT.
era though that they were playing, right?
No, Garnish
Do I
was
have it
not
mixed up?
for you. His ID was here. This was the ID of S2. The Shock Squadron was a highly well-known Russian team.
I didn't follow the European scene as much, but I remember some of the top players there. A lot of good Eastern European players in the mid 2000s. White something.
What? Sorry, White Ra?
Yeah, that's right. It's been so long. Yeah, but that's one of the names that was.
Yeah, White Ra. A very strong variety of animals. So
The Spaniards are pretty hardcore with the bull fighting,
the Spaniel, yeah, but here we don't have that
I
tradition.
don't think I could do that. I mean, I've seen videos of it.
Happily, we don't have that tradition. Here.
Running away from a bull.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it seems like something that would really get your blood going and you know make
and
you
going
want
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can also get just wrecked.
Yeah.
Those are the videos I basically watched, and I was traumatized. A
Yeah.
bull. I mean, that thing
Yeah.
steps on me, I'm dead.
Yeah. I prefer playing StarCraft. I don't believe in taking that kind of risk. I don't like being injured. I don't know.
I like the naps they take though. I'll take that. Afternoon naps. What do they call them? Siestas.
Siestas, yes.
But outside of StarCraft, what else do you like to do?
Okay.
There is no outside of StarCraft.
StarCraft is life motto. So so this looks like a very passive game.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
Babo.
don't just Dragon is building way much more coursers than usual, and Babo is making like tons of Mutalix and Scourge. So maybe this will rely on air battle. But Coursers has +1, and Babo has
I
0
don't know about
0.
that, man.
Yeah, +1
This
defense will
worthwhile.
be ended, and there's an Archon as well.
They made
So
so many cannons.
yeah, I know for a fact that Babo has good Muta Micro, but I'm really
Yeah,
not sure if this is a good route for him.
I love that scouting Scorch though.
Yeah.
They're just funny looking little units, eh?
Yeah, but Dragon is making lots of coursers, so and he has 2 Archons as well. So I know Babo is making like lots of Sunkens, but he has lots of larva without doing anything.
I feel like his first build, that first game on Fighting Spear, was pretty good. Mass Hydralisk, and
Yeah, yeah.
slightly different this time.
So I don't know if he has enough to deal with this.
Building more defense.
Yeah, the SimCity is nice though,
Yeah,
but he has lots Of course,
Can he
there.
defend against the Corsairs? No, he can't. Oh
Whoa.
man, well, he's got so many Corsairs. Oh,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Whoa.
my friend Babo got Protossed.
Yeah, you got Protoss, buddy. That's what you get.